Stream is live. Sound is working. Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Osa. We're playing FS25 on Moss Valley. Okay, let's get the tractor started. Decided to pick up a bunch of contracts today. Probably won't take us long to do, and then we will move on to the next month. But for now, I need to cultivate field 77, hoe 78, and mow 20. Okay, let's figure out where all those are. 77, 78. Those are handy. Okay. Let's take a wander. So we are in our big Deutz to start with. We will be using all three of our tractors. Sadly, we don't have, the grass is not completed growing yet, so not going to be hitting that up until, October. But it is September 2. Early morning, sunny. I did complete a couple of contracts off camera. So we're up to 96,000, which is good for us. Okay, well, what are we cultivating? We are cultivating 77, the one on the left. So we need to stay out of the creek. Right about there. AI worker, 3 hits, blah, blah, blah. Okay, go. And dude is going for a ride. Okay, next job. I need to check my equipment. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Is it that one? No. Is it that one? What is that? I honestly don't know what that is. Might be a harrow. Might be. Oh, let's have a look. Dang. It's 85 horsepower, whatever it is. So let's go weeders. I have one of those. It's good. So low horsepower. We can do that. So let's lift that out of the way and go find it. I would guess it's that thing there. So, new things today, which is part of the reason I was a little late to start. I went to Micro Center and bought a new graphics card for the PC. So that is the last planned for upgrade. Back in November when I did the full, pretty much gut the old one and replace almost everything, I did buy an AMD RX 7600 XT graphics card, because I knew that new graphics cards were going to be coming out this year. So I figured I'd get one that does 1440p adequately and leave it at that. So yesterday popped down to Micro Center and got myself a AMD RX 9060 XT. Now, it's what is it? It's the Asus Prime overclocked 16GB card, which is nice. And turn the engine on. It's only $350 at Micro Center at the moment. Now, what that means is, let's go fill up with these. We got it for manufacturer's recommended retail price on an overclocked card. I also managed to get just shy of $150 on the trade-in of the RX 7600 XT. So the card only cost me $200 plus tax. What is this thing? We're certainly being... What is that thing? What the heck have I got on the back of the other one? What is that thing? Let's jump out and have a look at it. Okay. Looks like I have two things. Weeders. That's just a weeder. And that's a hoe. Picked up the wrong thing, but bugged because it says the current hoeing contract is going. So that thing is being credited with hoeing, which is a little bit odd. Not to worry. Hey, if I get paid, I get paid. That's a good thing. Let's go get the mower because we have one last contract to do, and I'm going to do that in this class. Arian. So yes, new graphics card should be able to support much higher frame rates than the old one. However, I'm not messing too much with graphical settings at the moment. On some of the games, obviously, I'm upgrading the the monitor to a, what's it, 2156 by 1440 and 180 hertz, because that's what the monitor does support. And we'll worry about all the other stuff later. I think I have to go this way. Should we check? Yes, it's up there. So if we go around here, around there, down there, it's the first one on the right. And I'll do the mowing because the workers are not the greatest of mowers. Could use a bigger tractor to do mowing in. That said, there have been some interesting ones over the last few days of game time, but nothing I could afford. So not worrying about that too much right now. What else has been going on? Okay, this past week was what our church calls Mission Work Week, which is where we assemble John and Romans Bibles for foreign countries. And this week we did Croatian and about 60,000 German. My phone's beeping to tell me it's going to be freaking hot today here in Michigan. But yeah, so that happened this week. So Mrs. Osa was off doing that while I was working. I'd go along in the evening and put in a few hours. So that was fun. Today, this afternoon, we've got a grad party, which is, I would say, not the greatest time of day. It's 2 till 5, so it's too late for lunch and too early for supper. So we'll go anyway, do the thing. Now, interestingly, there is actually a new mod. I haven't loaded it, which does a combo on, what is it? You know, I could. Steering assist 3, yes, okay. I could, you can do baling and transport or something. Mowing and baling. Can't remember, but it was basically what we used to do when there was a contract for grass was cut it, ted it, mow it, or cut it, ted it, mow it. No, cut it, ted it, row it. Bale it. Now, I didn't look at it too closely, so I'm not entirely sure what all it entails. But in theory, if it's allowing you to mow it, to bale it, then in theory you can then sell it. That's the thing with grass contracts now. Is we don't do it all. We mow it as a contract. We can come back and get a tedding contract. We can get a baling contract, and we can get a wrapping contract. But you don't do them all in one contract. Disadvantage is that you don't make a ton of money shipping the bales to the distribution point at the end of the contract. So baling contracts in 22 were incredibly lucrative because you used to be able to do all of the things, end up with the bales and take them to the delivery point. And when you did that, you would get paid for the contract, but about 50% of the yield was bonus money, like we get with the other stuff. With harvesting, you get a couple of thousand litres at the end of the contract with which to you get bonus cash from it because it's beyond what was contracted for. Let's lift that. And I mean, kind of, yeah, the baling contracts were a little bit OP when it came to that, because you could make sometimes twice as much selling the bales or selling the bonus bales as you did get working the contract. So grass contracts were just a no-brainer. The only thing was to do big fields like this one, because you could be assured that there's always something left in the baler. And if you're not running a mod that allows you to empty a baler early, then what ends up in a baler at the end of a field like this is like 2% of the total harvest. But if you're doing a small field, you might end up making 3 bales total and having 80% of a bale left in the baler. That's not good, because you have not baled enough or ended up delivering enough to actually complete the contract. Let's go that way. Let's do... Oh, seriously, dude. No. Okay. Oh, maybe that was right. I don't know. Kind of messing this up, really, aren't I? Let's do that. That is on the track I want it. Oh, don't do that. Go forwards. Thank you. So yeah, I mean, obviously, I think we're probably getting more for the total contract, because I'm getting paid like 10,000 here just to mow the grass. And I could come back. There will probably be a follow-up contract to bale the field, although they tend to want square bales. And then you can do another contract potentially to... Why do you want to do that one? I've got you lined up over here. Go there. There we go. So yeah, you can probably make more out of this if we were able to then TED it, bale it, or bale it, wrap it, or actually bale it, then wrap it. So there might be a tedder contract, there might be a windrow contract, and then a bale contract. But a lot of the baling contracts require square balers. The only time they seem to mind round is for straw. I've managed to get one of those. We don't see them come up too often. Okay, Field 78. I think when we're done with the weeding, I will take the weeder back to the store and sell it, because we've got a hoe. We don't need a weeder. But that said, I'm not sure whether you can use a hoe on a weeding contract. Should be able to. This is going nicely. We're 10% of the way through. The other two contracts are a little bit ahead of where we are. Dude, quit. Okay. And again, I am finding trickiness running over the grass here. after I've cut it. So I'm probably going to end up trying to keep mowing bits or driving on bits I haven't mowed yet, which is not the greatest of plans. But it's just... I'm also... Dude, seriously. I'm also not too sure if you get a front mower, that's going to create... Although front mowers tend to direct the grass away from the tractor's wheels. So that might be okay. Model trains kind of slowed down lately. Unfortunately, I installed a couple of point motors which switch the switches remotely, and two of them failed after I installed them. Turns out they weren't failed, I'd positioned them... I'd sort of mounted them so the blades were on the left, but the motor was on the right. So the motor was then trying to pull the blades in a direction they won't go. And the motor just checks out at that point so as not to blow stuff up or break things, electric-wise or mechanical-wise. So I had to pull them off and remount them. I've got one remounted. The other one is pending me getting down there with some help. So, no, and that's not going to happen today, but sometime this week probably I will have Mrs. Osa come downstairs and assist with fixing the thing. You need to go forwards, not backwards, please. Thank you. And then after that's done, I am still waiting for my UK shipment. So it turned up at Heathrow Airport Thursday last week. It is now Saturday, a whole week and 2 days later, almost 10 days later. And it's still registered in Heathrow. So I am not impressed. What I'm not sure is it lost? Or is it on hold for some reason? But I am probably going to have to get in touch with the retailer and say, look, don't know what's going on here, but this package has been 10 days in Heathrow, because I'm not going to be able to contact them till Monday. Now, I'm used to them sitting 2 weeks in Chicago because of customs. You know, it goes into customs and that's just a big black hole. Packages disappear in there for, could be 2 days, could be 14 days. Don't know. But I've never seen them stopped in Heathrow, because that's literally, it turns up at the Royal Mail sorting depot in Heathrow. It gets put in the appropriate mail bag and sent to the appropriate location. So either they put it in the wrong mail bag and it's now in Dubai, or, I mean, even if they stuck it in the wrong mail bag and it ended up in Washington, D.C., the US mail service would find the package and check it in and say, whoops, this should have gone to Chicago, but it's here now. And it would then be up to them to route it through their network to me. So that hasn't happened. And as I said, last report is it's still in Heathrow. 2 weeks after ordering it. 1 week after it was shipped. 10 days after it was received there. And as I said, first time I've had a problem with packages in this way. It'll be a while before I get to. And even if they have to ship me a new one, that's still going to be another possibly 2 weeks, which is putting a little bit of a hold on what I can do on the model trains. So I'm not too happy about that, because that is holding up completing of 2 loops. Other stuff I have to do is purely on me. So to get a loop finished, I have to have all of the point motors installed on the loop, so that trains can go round and not derail. And that's fine. That's all in hand. It just takes me a little while to do each one, and I need Mrs. Osa's help to do it. Now I've got 3 on the inside loop. Yes, 3 on the inside loop. I need to get a 4th one on the inside loop, and then that one is done. But I can't do the 4th one till the Heathrow shipment turns up. And then on the outside loop, I've got to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got to do 5 on the outside loop. And I've done 1 of them, so I can do 4 more. Is it 4 more? No, 3. I can do 3 more, and then I have to wait for the shipment from Heathrow before I can do the 5th one. And then there's an optional one. I've got a slip that doesn't affect either loop directly because of the direction of train travel. So I can sit. That one is the least important install that I have to do. It will get installed. It just won't necessarily get installed right away. So yeah, that's basically where I'm sitting at the moment. So installing the point motors is just going to be a step-by-step thing. Then I'll be able to run trains in both directions. And start working on the next bit. So next bits are probably going to be things like install some inside the circle scenery. I don't know which side I'll do first.